If you want to slide over just a little bit, I'm going to ask Andy to come up from Exponential as well. Andy, here's the microphone. Let's give Andy a little welcome here. Come on up. So, Andy, let's start off. Just tell us, first off, thank you for coming, and we're glad that you're here. Tell us a little about what you do with Exponential, and would you just give us a little overview for those of us in the room who we've heard the word Exponential a whole lot this week, and we have literally no idea what it is. Can you just give a little overview of like what is Exponential and what do you do with Exponential?
Yeah, so I'm Andy Koch. I'm with Exponential IT Project Coordinator, so I handle all the IT stuff there. But the main purpose of Exponential is we want to see, as suggested in the name, is for the kingdom of God to multiply exponentially. And basically what that comes down to is we need to be disciples that make disciples that make disciples, and we need to multiply ourselves. In the same way that Jesus had his disciples, and then most of them, went out and made more disciples of themselves and multiplied themselves. We want to see that again, and that's what Exponential exists for. And our main mission that we focus on is what we call the 16% mission. And sociologists have found that in a culture, if you really want to see a new movement take over and really, span across the whole culture instead of just a little microcosm there, you need to see 16% of people bought into it to really see it take full force. And so what we see in the 16% mission is to see 16% of churches following in that multiplication and being churches that are disciple makers, who make disciple makers, who make disciple makers. And so that's what we strive to do.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And Exponential has been a major friend of us here at Nerd Culture Ministry Summit for the last 2 years, has been behind us and enabling us to even, take platforms at Exponential Global, like the biggest church planting conference. Is it on the globe or just in the United States?
Definitely North America. I don't know. There might be a African community somewhere just knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you're in the Northern Hemisphere right now and you're Christian, it's real hard to say that we're the biggest anymore because most of the questions are in the Southern Hemisphere
maybe
now.
Maybe in the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. But you guys have Orlando conference, huge gathering, already sold out this year.
Yep. Yeah. Sold out in August, and it's in March. So
yeah, which is incredible, and which features all sorts of innovation. Like you guys have been platforming innovation forever, which has been super exciting, and it's been really, really cool to be a part of. But you don't just have Exponential in March. We're also going to be doing some stuff with Exponential next fall. Can you talk a little bit, Andy, about Exponential West, which is coming up? The dates, maybe. You said you're going to memorize them a second ago, so I'm trusting you.
Yeah. So we just had Exponential West 24 about a month ago. We usually host that in October. And next year, it'll be October 28th through 30th. Next week, we actually have Exponential Central going on. Probably, you could still register and sign up, but I don't know if you want to, change your plans in 2 days. But you can watch us online at exponential.org/live. Get signed up for the live stream and check it out. But yeah, next year, Exponential West will be in it's Castro Valley in the San Francisco Bay Area, Three Crosses Church, and we're really pushing as part of Exponential Next. The digital space is going to be a big focus. We really want to see pioneers in this space. We're trying to help churches turn into multipliers, but we got to reach new spaces too. And digital is huge. Internet has exploded and evolved massively in the few short years it's been a thing. And it's where we need to move. It's one of the spaces we need to absolutely move into.
Well, Exponential Next, which is a portion of Exponential, is going to be heavily focused on digital ministry over the course of this next year. But we know that pairs very well and molds very easily into nerd culture ministry. And so we're super pumped to announce, and we're going to be telling you a little bit more at the end tomorrow about what the next Nerd Culture Ministry Summit like this is likely going to look like and when it's likely going to happen. But we're really excited to announce that we're partnering with Exponential next fall at Exponential West for Nerd Culture Ministry One Day. And so, we're really pumped about that. We're psyched about it. John's like, clap. We're really pumped about it. So, if you're
thinking, an awkward clap.
If you're already thinking about next year, plan to join us in Southern California next October, where we're going to be featuring a bunch of the innovation ministries that have come through Exponential Next, but we're also going to be specifically doing some stuff with Nerd Culture Ministry Summit at Exponential West next October. More about the next Nerd Culture Ministry Summit like this by the end of tomorrow, but we wanted to tell you guys about that. So check it out. You can go on their website. If you just look up Exponential West 2025 right now, you can even go on and register today for next October. So come hang out with us in Southern California for NCMS. One day, myself, LT, and Bubba, we're all going to be there, and we're going to be planning some really cool stuff that we're going to be doing with Exponential and then adjacent to Exponential for Nerd Culture Ministry next October.